Never mind a bottle of wine or a bunch of flowers, some chocolates maybe. What would you do if someone turned up to dinner at your house with their dog or even their kids without asking any permission first? Linda, what would you do?
Well, I was invited to a producer of Birds of a Feather's house, and he lives out in Buckinghamshire. It's like Midsummer Murders, like really posh house and everything. And it just said Linda and Mark on the invitation. But Mark was working that day, so I brought all the kids with me. So I brought Lauren, Louis. What are you pulling a face for? Lauren, Louis,
Why didn't
Bobby.
you phone up first?
And my brother-in-law, who was a taxi driver, dropped me there, and his son was in the car, so I thought, I can't leave Tom in there. So I brought Tom in as well. And also, Joe Swash's sister, Casey, came with us as well. And we're sitting at this really lovely table.
How many kids? Let's just get the facts.
Lauren, Louis, Bobby, Casey and Tom. 5
So
kids.
it's you plus 5?
5, yeah. So they weren't prepared for that, so there weren't a lot of roast
Who
potatoes.
is prepared for that?
I know,
ever?
yeah. But anyway, so we got there, and Maureen, true mate, started showing us around the house and how she'd grown all these beautiful plants from seeds and everything, and it was all really lovely. And then we sat down for dinner, and Casey Swash was speaking really posh. She was, because
Is
it was
this
a
like
posh
Sunday
house.
lunch or something?
Yeah, it was. So she was going, could you pass the potatoes, please? And we were all looking at her as if, so what are you doing, putting on a posh voice for? Anyway, eventually they went outside and they had this, like, tractor thing, and the kids were all driving around on the tractor.
You mean a sit-on lawnmower? Or
Yeah,
something
like one of those. And the kids were in the back, like, of it. Anyway, it went out of control, knocked all her plants over, flattened everything. Lauren hit Louis in the tractor, so Louis was going mad. Lauren then locked herself in the toilet because she thought I was going to tell her off. Louis was crying on the floor, he'd cut all his leg. Maureen come out with rescue remedy for him. Anyway, eventually, we couldn't stop laughing all the way home. So Casey, who was, like, being really posh, all of a sudden started shouting obscenities. She was going, ah! I can't say the word.
Flipping hell.
Yeah, flipping hell, she was going. Anyway, so we got in the taxi to go home, and we laughed all the way home. And the next time I got an invitation, it just went, Linda and Mark, no children.
Quite right. Do you know, a friend of mine's just texted me and said, I'd rather you sent the dog and your child over, you can stay at home. So I've got very unkind friends. But, I mean, if you take... You've got a dog, would you go to anyone's house with your dog without asking?
Well, I did take Badger to my neighbour's house when I moved to Norfolk. This guy was very, very lovely man who I am amazingly still friends with. And he lived in a really nice house. I said, is it all right if I take Badger? Because I don't want to leave him at home. And I took the dog. He said, oh, I'm fine with the dog, fine with the dog. So we were sitting in his conservatory and Badger wandered off around his house and I'm thinking, oh, red alert, red alert. He'll be cocking his leg. And he came, he reappeared. I thought, well, at least he hasn't pooed on the grass outside. We left and everybody was really nice. Said goodbye, went home after my drink. I saw the bloke about a week later and I went, I'm sorry I had to take Badger, but he seemed to be quite well behaved. He said, well, he left a mark on the sofa.
Oh, no!
On his sofa.
Oh, no!
I was so embarrassed.
Yeah. I think it's a funny old thing, taking kids. I sometimes take my son with me to places and I think, God, maybe I shouldn't have done. But I always feel sorry for him because he's surrounded by adults talking. So I feel sorry more for the child being around, you know, at a dinner party with other people. But there you go. Right, so no dogs and no kids around Janet's without permission. Is that right? Yeah.
They're all welcome round mine.
They're all welcome.
Yeah,
We're all
yeah.
going round Linda's after the show.